before the hunt begins.
And once it starts, there's no escaping it.
I'm Pixie, and this is the kind of story where fear isn't a feeling, it's the air you breathe.
And I'm No-No, here for the moment when prey stops running and something far more dangerous takes its place.
This is Heat Between the Sheets, where the rules are simple. Hunt, survive, or be claimed.
There's blood in the dirt, teeth in the dark, and power that doesn't ask. It takes.
Because sometimes the beast that tears you apart is the one that decides you belong to it.
Haven't read it? Good. Come see how it unfolds with us.
Before we step into the woods, where running won't save you, and something is already tracking your scent.
Like a stalker. We need to say this now.
This show is for entertainment purposes only. It's strictly 18 and older, and yes, there will be spoilers in this episode.
We'll be talking violence, hunting, fear survival, and characters who don't see you as human.
Content warnings were covered at the beginning of the episode, and you can always find the full list at hbtspodcast.com.
This one is not gentle. It doesn't wait, and it definitely doesn't ask permission.
Nope. If you can't handle the heat, don't meet the qualifications, or don't want spoilers, this is your one and only chance to step out before the chase begins.
Still running with us?
Dangerous choice.
Yeah.
You've been warned. This episode doesn't let you catch your breath.
For the readers who like their romance feral and a little savage,
make sure you're subscribed, following us everywhere, and sharing this episode with your fellow dark fantasy lovers.
Dark fantasy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yummy.
Welcome, dark fantasy lovers.
Yes, which leads us to...
Did you know? The echo. I'm just going to make my own. I like that.
I like it
Thank
too.
you. Thank you
Thanks
very
for
much.
the ad.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm here for you.
Did you know that historically, women didn't always need to commit a crime to be punished? They just needed to be inconvenient? During the European witch trials, tens of thousands of people were executed. The majority of them, women.
Mm-hmm.
And the evidence? Oh, groundbreaking stuff. Being outspoken.
Oh, yeah. That we would all be dead. We would have been burned thousands of times over.
For real. Owning property. Existing wrong. Truly a golden era for due process. Because let's be honest, a lot of what is labeled justice back then was really just control wearing a very official-looking outfit. And while we love to tell ourselves that was all in the past, control didn't disappear. It just got a rebrand. Enter protection. In isolated communities and compound-style living, leadership often controls movement, information, relationships, and behavior, all in the name of safety, structure, or survival. Which sounds comforting until you realize protection sometimes means you don't get a say. But don't worry, it's for your own good. That phrase has never gone wrong in history.
No.
Ever.
Never. Or in the books. Yeah.
Now let's talk about what happens when to the brain when someone is trapped in that kind of environment. Because this is where people love to get judgmental without understanding anything. Psychologists call it trauma bonding.
Oh, trauma bonding.
We all know a little about that.
Mm-hmm.
When a victim forms an attachment to their abuser. And no, it's not romance. It's not weakness. It's the brain going, okay, survival mode. Let's adapt or we're not making it out of this. When harm and relief come from the same person, the brain starts linking them together. Fear, comfort, Congratulations. Your nervous system just created the most confusing relationship dynamic imaginable, which is why sometimes victims don't run. Sometimes they comply. Sometimes they even respond to kindness from the very person hurting them. Not because they want to, but because their brain is trying to keep them alive. And there's the part people don't like. Survival isn't pretty. It's not empowering. It's not cinematic. It's messy, contradictory, and deeply uncomfortable to watch. But just because it makes people uncomfortable doesn't make it any less real.
Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
That's some did you know for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was sitting here like debating, do I want to be trauma bonded or not? I don't know now.
Always.
I don't know. I'm confused. I'm trauma bonded to you then.
Hey.
All right. Let's talk about our book. Let's see if I pronounced the book name right.
You should, because I
You did.
phonetically wrote it for your ass.
You really did, because she knows me, and she knows that I do the name thing, and I just pronounce it phonetically, and I'm not even going to worry about it, and I'm just going to keep going with my life. And so this whole time, I've been just saying Aine, and she's like, it's Anya, and I'm all, it might be to you, but to me this whole time, it's been Aine. But it is Anya by Invi Wright. Anya is sentenced to death, cast out by her own people and forced into the woods as punishment for her crimes. She knows exactly what awaits her. Monsters. The beasts that roam the forest are ruthless, tearing apart any human who crosses into their territory without hesitation. At first, they do. But instead of dying, Anya is taken. The creatures that should have killed her reveal something far more terrifying. They can shift into a human form. And for once, one of them doesn't just spare her, he claims her.
Yummy.
I do like me a good claiming. Thrown into a world that she doesn't understand, surrounded by predators who don't follow human rules, Anya is forced to adapt quickly because survival in the forest doesn't come from fighting. It comes from learning when to submit, when to trust, and when to embrace the darkness that's been waiting for her all along. Anya is a dark fantasy romance where execution turns into possession, monsters wear human faces, and the lines between fear and desire disappear deep in the woods. Maybe this should be a movie. I'd watch this movie.
Actually, after reading it, this would, I think, make a great
Yeah. It'd be kind of fun.
movie. Actually, yeah. So when I saw this, before I read the main characters, we were trying to decide on a book to read, and I said, well, we haven't done any like shifter books, so let's do a shifter book. And this one had popped up on someone that I follow on TikTok. I couldn't even tell you who, but it had popped up and it was good reviews. And I'm like, let's do it. Couldn't even tell you how to say the name of this book or whatever. But if you watched episode 2 with names for me, there was no way I was going to fucking play this game from the get-go.
And I do what I always do. I'm like, Aine, Aine, let's go with it. That's her name. That's what I'm going to call her. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, so I was like, okay, I didn't even know that the name of the book was the name of the character.
Yeah.
Didn't even make that connection.
Yeah.
So right out the gate in like the page 2 or something, first page, whatever it was, in the prologue, they are announcing her death. So they're basically saying, Anya, whatever her, Lottie. And I was like, oh no, this isn't going to work.
Yeah.
So I did what I should have done years ago, and I stopped reading, and I immediately went to look up how to say this name. So that's how we figured out it's pronounced.
This
Anya.
is what Google thinks it's pronounced as. Do I agree? It's Aine. It's Aine, but I'm gonna go with it. She believes in all of her AI
research.
AI tendencies. Like she's gonna go with it. Yeah.
So it's actually her name is Aine Lodhi, and it's actually a well-known name in Irish mythology too.
Oh.
So,
good job, Aine.
I hate you. Anya is a goddess associated with summer and sovereignty, just so you know.
That's well, I hate from. Summer and I hate sovereignty, so it makes perfect sense to me that I renamed her Aine.
I agree too. I'm not with you there. Okay, so anyway, she is sentenced to death but refuses to die quietly. Resilient, defiant, and stronger than anyone gave her credit for. She adapts fast because in her world, it's survive or be devoured. Then we have Damien, alpha beast, pack leader, and walking touch her and die energy. Dominant, possessive, and absolutely feral when it comes to Anya. He claims first and explains never.
Yeah. Very well said.
Thank you.
Yeah, perfect.
You. Mm-hmm. Alex, Damien's twin and equal in power, but not in temperament. Controlled, intense, and quietly dangerous, he's the type who watches everything and acts when it matters most.
Yeah.
Jenna, a human cast out just like Anya, but already carved into the beast world. Strong, adaptable, and proof that survival sometimes means becoming something entirely new. Avia, the pack's healer and a rare female beast with both power and compassion. Fierce when needed, but nurturing at her core, she balances brutality with care and doesn't hesitate to protect what's hers. Olivia, human, observant, and deeply embedded within the pack. As Damien's assistant and Alex's chosen mate, she's calm, capable, and far more comfortable with monsters than most people should be. Freya, Alex's true mate, and absolute chaos. Unstable, violent, and cast out for her crimes, she's the kind of danger that doesn't stay buried and definitely doesn't forget.
No.
Vic, the cruel leader of Anya's village, and the reason her life fell apart. Power-hungry, ruthless, and hiding behind authority, he's proof that humans can be worse than beasts. Alpha Owen, leader of the neighboring pack and pure instability wrapped in authority. Aggressive, unpredictable, and dangerously unhinged, he's a threat to anyone in his path. Henry, Anya's human husband and part of the life she was forced to leave behind. Weak, complicit, and more loyal to the village than his own wife.
Yeah.
So let's get into it.
Okay, let's do it, because I had a lot of thoughts about this book. So I'm curious to see yours.
So let's talk about the storyline of what happened. So in the beginning, it starts out with her being cast out from her village, and she's given for a crime. We don't know what crime she committed, but whatever it was so atrocious, she's being sentenced to death. So she has 5 minutes to run into the woods, which everyone already knows there are beasts there that will kill you once you enter their territory. But after that 5 minutes are up, the hounds in her village will be released to chase after her. So either way,
she's a goner,
either at the beast's hands or the hounds of hell from her village. Either way, she will be torn apart by some form of a beast. So she's screwed either way. So she takes off running. And that's just a natural survival instinct. She could have just sat down and let the hounds of hell in her village just tear her apart there at the entry of the woods. I mean, she could have just laid down and taken it there, but she chose to take off and run. And that's just a natural instinct. So she takes off, she's running. After so long, she starts feeling like she's being watched. Okay. And she starts seeing those glowy eyes in the woods. And then she falls. She trips and she falls. And that's when these beast-like creatures come at her. And they start nipping at chunks of skin, at like chunks of her thigh and stuff start like
Well, yeah.
taking chunks of her, and she's losing it, like freaking out. And
As she should be. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, if a beast was taking chunks out of my leg, I'd probably lose it too.
Freaking out.
So then an enormous beast steps up and then transforms into human, and like she's like, what in the hellfire did I just see? And he tells them all to stop and go, and he's pissed. I mean, you can just, in the way it's written, you can just sense pure and utter disgust and anger. And he picks her up, hands her off to someone else, and directs that person to take her to the healers. And then she passes out. And when she comes to, she's in like a hospital-like setting in a new village. And she's like, what the hell? She is drugged up to no end. So whatever she's saying, she thinks she's clear, but it's not coming out like anything anyone understands. And the person sitting next to her is Jenna, which came from her village a few years prior. She was a teacher, I believe, who was exiled to death for a crime. And her crime was being caught with a person of the same gender. And that was frowned upon. So looking back, to stop for a second, I was trying to place at the time, like, is this taking place in like the old times?
Yeah,
like,
it makes you wonder.
It took me a minute, but as you progress through, because of the technology and the wheelchair, all that other stuff that they had at their hands, I don't think that's what it was. I think it's just, these are one of those like mountainous little villages that are like compounds where they are kept away from, almost like an Amish community, but they're kept, their leaders kept everyone in seclusion from the outside world so they can control absolutely everything. So these people are very, like they didn't have the cell phones and all that other stuff. So they were secluded. So it's more modern, but definitely not in the society like we live in. And they're near the woods and stuff. And I don't think it took place in America at all. So anyway, so she wakes up, Jenna's there, and she's like, how the hell are you alive? Like, what is happening? And Jenna's like, I don't know what the hell you're saying. Like, you're just doped up, but you're a hot mess. You can't walk, blah, blah, blah. And she's not even sure why she's alive. She's confused. Jenna kind of explains to her that she was saved by the beasts, and found her true mate in another female beast there who is a doctor, a healer. Yeah. And she's like, oh my God, all the things that they have here. So she got her a wheelchair, tried to show her around, and it turns out that she was the true mate to their alpha, Damien. But Damien absolutely was not happy to be mated to a human.
Nope.
At the fuck all.
But you don't know that right away.
No, but he is pissed and he's angry and he is not willing to help her.
So non-communicative,
But you know that he's mated to her and not willing to help her. So you kind of can piece it together that he doesn't want her as a mate. For whatever reason, he doesn't want her. But because they're mated, he's already protective because he saved her, right? But he wouldn't initially give up his blood to help heal her. They had to like beg and plead to get that from him to help heal her. And then Jenna wheels her to, she kind of shows her around their land area a little bit, and then takes her to his home and just kind of like shoves her in his house and says, this is where you'll stay and he'll take care of you here, and like closes the door and leaves. And she's kind of like, what the fuck? And then Damien shows up and he's pissed because he's like, why are you in my house? Yeah. And he's like, you're not staying in my house kind of behavior without saying anything. And he's like, you're staying out there in the shack. Yeah. Yeah. And he literally that's where his assistant Olivia has been living. So he makes Olivia pack her shit up and move into the home, into a guest room with him, and puts his mate out in this shack, which has shitty shelter because the wind is coming through, whatever. So there's like a thin blanket on the bed. It's one room, a tiny room, probably the size of my podcast room, if not smaller. and a window, a table, a single bed, like nothing. And she has no clothes.
Bathroom.
No bathroom. No, that's it too. No bathroom. And these rose bushes that are overgrowing to the door, so she practically scrapes herself getting in. She's in a wheelchair too.
Yeah, she's weirdly happy to be there. Because she's like, thank God for some peace and fucking quiet.
Yeah, thank God for peace and quiet.
And you start finding out her life hasn't been all sunshine and roses. Like,
yeah, and when she was exiled from her village, her parents were crying and pleading for her, please listen to her, please give her another chance. Like, we still at this point don't know what her crime was. Still don't know what her crime was for her to be put to death like this. And they wouldn't even let her hug her parents goodbye or anything. And her parents were just on the side, just a hot sobbing mess. And you felt for them. Like that was kind of heartbreaking. So here she is now. Her parents think she's dead. She doesn't know what's happened to her family in the village. But she's a hot mess. She can't walk. She has to pee so bad. Stuck in this wheelchair. She can't maneuver herself around. She was told by Jenna that Damien would be back to take her on a restroom break, get her cleaned up, and they would have their first meal together in the dining hall, and she'd be introduced to everyone. So she sits and she waits and she waits and she watches out the window and she sees Damien come home to his house. She sees him maneuver through the house, the lights coming on and off and whatever. And then she's waiting and she is dying to pee. She even at one point tries to go outside to pee, but she can't even make it. And she sees him in his room, light on, he strips down, turns the light off, he's in bed. And she's like, oh my God, he's left me out here.
Yeah.
And she ends up pissing herself in this wheelchair. And I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
That's some brutal shit. Like
no food, nothing.
No food, no water. No one has come to check on her since Jenna dropped her off at the shack or the house. Someone, I don't know if it was Olivia, had taken her to the shack and left her there, and that was that. And this was like for hours and hours and hours and hours and hours. And I'm like, wow, she has no clothes. Nope. She has nothing. So finally the next day, Damien shows up and he is pissed. He's pissed. He's pissed because she pissed herself.
Yeah. All the things. Oh, I thought they would have taken care of that for you. Well, do some fucking communicating with someone, guy, because obviously it didn't happen.
So he drags, and the whole time he's just
a douche.
Yeah, he was so fucking mean. And he wheels her ass to the house, and he gets her upstairs, and she's trying to undress herself from a wheelchair to get in the shower, and then he finally just gets sick of it, grabs her, rips all of her damn clothes off, and then gets in the shower with her and like cleans her, and she is like mortified. She doesn't know this beast man from a hole in the wall, and he has been so mean to her, was supposed to let her go to the bathroom, and then he's treating her like it's her fault she peed herself, and then he's made comments to her about her being incontinent. Yeah. I'm just like, it was like that for so long, like how he treated her, and he was constantly growly at her, and she just tried to stay holed up in that shack and ignore everyone. And
you have no idea this whole time what the deal is with him.
Nothing.
Like, because he's not communicating to anyone.
No one. He just goes out to the fighting field and practices fighting. That's all he does.
And everyone else that she talks to, which is not that many people, is like, oh, you're so lucky to be mated to him. He's going to be a great mate. He's a great leader. And she's like,
he's so wonderful.
And talking about like, the same guy? Like,
yeah. And I'm like, yeah, literally. Everyone's like, he's so great. He's so wonderful. He's so nice.
He'll take such good care of you. And she's like, about that.
Yeah. I was like, that's
But she doesn't say anything to anyone.
She doesn't. She keeps her mouth shut.
She's just like, whatever. I, as long as I'm fed and can use a bathroom and have some water, I'm okay staying in the shack. Like, I don't need a man. Mm-hmm. I don't need this. I like my privacy anyway. I'll be just fine in the shack.
Yep.
Give me a shack. Just make sure you're least taking care of my basic needs, my dude.
Yep. And then he finally tells Jen or someone to get her to the garden so she can start where she has to contribute.
She's like, fine. Yeah.
And she's like, I'll fucking do it. Whatever. Just keep me away from you. So she goes to the garden, which is where Alex works with a couple other women doing garden stuff. And he sets her up and he's like, you don't have like a hat, like clothes, like what's the deal? Like she's like in shrubs, basically. So he hooks her up with some clothes and shoes and then sets her up with weeding or whatever. And she's very content spending her day just doing her thing. And across the field from where she's doing her gardening is Damien doing nothing but mad dogging her ass the whole day.
The angry growl just...
Yeah, constantly.
Growl, scowl, just looking at her like...
Constantly.
Grrr.
And she's just ignoring it, living her day.
What the fuck ever.
Befriending Alex, who is so nice to her, so kind to her, and constantly trying to get her to go to the dining hall. Like, just come eat with us. Come eat with us. And she finally does manage to go. Was it dinner first or...
Dinner, yeah.
And... she's sitting with her friends, you know, Jenna and Alex. And Damien fucking comes up and makes a scene.
Yeah.
And
he does.
Embarrasses her in such a rude way. And she's just like, never again will I eat in that dining hall. Because everyone goes for dinner, but breakfast is usually quieter. And it was just an awful experience. Everyone, like, her friends were like, oh my God, I did not know he was, like, treating you this way. And, oh, it's so awful. So she continues her time out in the garden, and then she gets, like, super sunburn. Like, she cannot function. And she needs his blood to heal.
Yeah. Because they're mated, his blood is a healing agent for her. Yeah.
So I think Jenna and Avia convince him to donate blood, but she refuses to take it.
Yeah.
And she's just like, fuck that guy.
Yeah, I don't want nothing from him.
Yeah, it just, so the cycle continues and it continues and...
it takes the people a while to figure out that he's actually not treating her right. Yeah.
It's kind of a big book.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's kind of a long one. It was entertaining.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
There's a lot of things that start happening. Like, it's not just...
slow build, slow burn, but it was...
it's not just they're trying to figure each other... Like, you got some crazy crap that starts happening. So, like, it keeps you kind of enthralled the whole way through.
Yeah, and then enter Freya.
Ugh.
Freya comes back. She had been gone because Alex kept indicating that his mate was gone in a sense that she was dead. So that's what we had all thought. Well, she came back and Damien put her up in his house. And there was a lot of tension going on.
Yeah. A lot of stuff we don't know what's happening at this point.
A lot of tension.
But you're gonna figure it out and it becomes kind of entertaining when you do.
Yeah. And she's a button pusher.
Oh, she's a shit. She's a mean girl.
She's awful.
Yeah.
And she goes out of her way to push everybody's buttons.
Yep.
Everybody's.
Yep.
And you keep wondering why Damien is allowing this. As their leader.
Yeah.
And this is your brother's true mate. Why is she in your house? And, like, what happened? What the hell is going on? So you're constantly intrigued with what is happening. Clearly something's happening.
Yeah, you just don't know what. Like, you're getting Anya's perspective, and for her, it looks like, okay, these two are obviously hooking up, so what does he even need me here for? Which she goes, that's fine, like, whatever. Leave me the fuck alone.
Mm-hmm.
Like, yeah.
Yeah, you get that a lot from her. There was, like, no... She found Damien attractive, absolutely. But there was no, like, mate attraction on her side to him like there was on his side. He was just hardcore resistant.
Mm-hmm.
She was just like, I want nothing to do with you, bro. You're a douche.
As she should, yeah.
Yeah, and he was like, I want you, I need you, but I absolutely hate you. Kind of a behavior. Yeah. And then, Freya, she was off her fucking rocker. And then shit unfolds.
Yeah, you're gonna find out. There's stuff happening. You just gotta kind of wait it out. You gotta read it out.
Yeah, and then he sets up he does move Anya into the house.
Finally.
And puts Freya out in the shack.
Yeah.
Thank God. And then
but she's not too happy about it. Anya's like, really? I don't really want to be in here with you.
Yeah, she did not want to be there. She was like, I was fine in that shack. You could have left me alone. But no, he gets her back in the house. So Olivia and Anya are in the house with him, and Freya's out in the shack. And then he's working on arranging a marriage or mate pairing between Freya and Alpha Owen.
Mm-hmm.
And so he's going to go to this neighboring village to meet them, to hook them up. Well, Anya wants to go. And he's like, no, you're not going. She's like, but I want to go.
Yeah.
I got persistent. And he was like, fuck, fine. So she rides his back in beast form to this village. And she's like in awe because this village is, and he lets her know, like, please don't stare. Things are very different here. And sure enough, it is very different from her own village because her village was very modest. Kind of like all the women are covered. And everyone in this village is practically naked walking around.
Yeah, and there's brothels everywhere. Yeah.
Everywhere, it's right? So she's like walking by, and then you have the windows where the women are naked and advertising in the windows, right? And she's kind of like, what the fuck is this?
And she realizes that some of these women recognize her mate, you know?
Yeah. And he's like, it's a brothel. And she was all, oh. And they walk down an alley on the way to their hotel, and one of the hookers sees him and like smiles at him like, oh, hey baby, you're back.
Yeah.
And he's holding Anya's hand, and he just kind of like nods at her and just kind of keeps walking. And Anya was like, you visit these hoes much? Like, how often you see these people? Like, what? Like, you do you, boo, but Jesus, or how big of a hoe are you, bro?
Like, this whole time, she doesn't care if he's doing this shit. I mean, she'll start to, but, like, you'll start to pick up that she had already married a douche canoe, that she doesn't want to have anything to do with what she considers another. Like, she's like, you do you, boo. Like, if you leave me alone and leave me in the shack and let me do my work, I'll be fucking fine. We can call this whatever you want to call it, but just leave me the fuck alone and do your thing. Yeah. Like, she's cool like that.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, she was curious. That was all. She was so curious. And he was now at this point wanting to bond with her more. So he was defending himself like, I'm not proud of my past. I think like that. And I'm like, too little, too late. Yeah. Nice try. But I don't think she cares, dude. You done fucked up. Yeah. So they do their whole thing, and they go to dinner with Freya and
Alpha Owen.
And Alpha Owen seems like this great guy. And she knows Freya's a humongous piece of shit. Yeah.
She knows this. And a hoe bag.
And a major hoe bag. Yeah. And I think by this point she had learned what she had done to Damien, which I'm not going to get into, but it was...
Read it. Yeah.
Horrendous. Yeah. What she had done to Damien. And he's ashamed of what had happened. And so Damien's virtually lying to Owen's face about how virtuous she is and how wonderful she is just to get rid of her. He wants to unload her from their pack and just be done with her.
Because you can tell Alpha Owen's from a little more of a reserved pack. So they have standards for what their women should be, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he says.
Yeah. So he says. Yeah.
So he portrays.
Yeah.
So Anya is like pissed that Damien's lying like this. Like, she thinks that Owen deserves better. She is not having it at all. She's like, I think you need to be honest with him. Like, I don't think you. He's like, don't.
We need to get rid of her. Yeah.
Get rid of her.
He's like, you don't understand. We need to get rid of her, and she doesn't understand.
And he's like, and you don't know Owen like you think you do. Just let it go.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go. She's still pissed because I think she knows everything. Yeah. It's fine.
Because that's women do usually. So yeah.
So they go back to their town, whatever, and then days later, Owen contacts Damien, pissed because he's like, "You lied to me."
Yeah.
She tried to suck my dick as soon as we walked in the door, and he's like, "And you're mad about that?"
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
What dude would be mad about that?
Right.
And he's like, "You said she was virtuous," and he's like, "Look, dude, you get what you get. Don't throw a fit."
Yeah.
And he's like, "You're not as strong and powerful." He basically threatened Anya.
Mm-hmm.
To Damien. Damien's like, "What the fuck did you just say to me, bro?"
Yep.
Moving on.
Yeah.
Time goes on. Anya and Damien get closer. They're slow burning. Like, there's no sex still.
Yeah.
Like,
very slow burn.
Literally. This is probably one of the slowest burns I've ever read. Not in a bad way, but it was literally one of the slowest burns I have ever read.
It's got to be that if you don't love me, we both die. That's the slowest fucking burn. 900 pages of it. They were like, I'm dead.
At least they had sexual encounters.
Yeah, one, and it wasn't a good one.
Two. She blew him, then he went down on her.
Yeah, but that was it. But it was way late. Like.
At least it wasn't in this one, which happened in literally the last 10 pages of the fucking book. Spoiler alert.
It was a slow burn.
But it's still a good story. But anyway, so shit happens and fucking Alpha Owen ends up kidnapping Anya from their home.
Yep.
And by the time... Oh, no, back up.
Let's back up. Let's do it.
Hold on. Back up. So there's this annual hunt that happens.
Yes. You do want to talk about that.
Annual hunt that happens by Damien's pack where they go and hunt humans.
Anya's people.
And Anya is like, you do what? No, stop this. He's like, I can't. Like, it's too late. It's already in motion. Like, it's tonight type of thing. Like, no. And she's like, no. Stop it. Like, I can't be with you if you're going to continue doing that. That is not okay. He's like, well, we don't hurt women or children. She's like, I don't give a fuck. You're killing innocent humans. Yeah. He's like, it's fine. It's like population control.
It's usually like the ones that have done bad things.
And she's like yeah, you're not.
Usually.
Yeah, she's like,
and she's like, but you know what? My brother was one of those people, and you guys fucking killed him. So
yeah, she's like, you're not judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah,
the fuck is wrong with you? Stop this. And he's like, I can't. And she's like,
you're the alpha.
She's like, yeah, you're the alpha. You can. And he's like, I can't. And she's like, I'll
lose face with my people.
Yeah, and she's like, I want nothing to do with you then. Yeah. So he was torn. So she goes to the house. He goes to do his thing with the pack, and he's just like, and he never really wanted to do this thing.
Yeah, he thought he wanted to get the people on his side.
When he became alpha, when his dad died, he was like 16, and the pack didn't have faith in them, and some of the elders wanted to do this. So he thought if he brought this back, it would restore faith in him. So he did, just simply to save faith. But he wasn't really ever into it. So he sat there the whole time and he was just like, I can't do this. I can't do this. So the whole time before they left, he did his whole speech and he said, the hunt is off. Yeah. If you do that, do not. He said, you can go hunt animals, but if you hurt a human tonight, do not come back to this pack. So, so while she's at the house, He's dealing with that, right? Alpha Owen shows up at their house, knocks out Alex and Olivia.
Yeah, because they're staying with her.
Damn near kills them, and takes Anya away. By the time Damien gets home, they are unable to. They've lost the trail.
Yeah, unable to track her.
Unable to track. He is so good at covering his tracks that they have lost it, and he does not know precisely where Owen's pack lives because he was invited there many times but never went. So for days and days and days, I think it went on for a couple of weeks.
Oh yeah.
They've been going in different directions for miles looking for Anya. So the entire time during her captivity with Alpha Owen, she was tied to a pole, stripped bare ass naked.
Outside
in front of all of his pack, and verbally berated.
Just tortured. Let's be honest. Just tortured.
Yeah, she was tortured.
Beaten, and
then turned around and praised.
Yeah.
So that's where
he was trying to trauma bond her. Yeah.
Yeah. Virtually. And then telling her things like when this is all said and done, Damien's never going to want you. Damien's never going to want you. And when your next bleed is here, I'm going to breed you.
Yeah.
And so she was terrified because had just finished her period, I think. And so she was fucking terrified. And they would feed her moldy food and just, she had pissed herself, shit herself, vomited all over herself. She was an absolute wreck, had lost weight. She was, I think
starting to lose her mind.
Yeah, she was losing her mind. He had whipped her. He had sliced her. He was cutting her cutting into her thighs and her legs and her arms. Like she was going to have scars. Like he was cutting into her. So by the time Alpha and his pack found her, she was embarrassed. Like she didn't even want to be found. She just wanted to curl into herself and die. She's like, he's not going to want me. He's not going to want to see this. He doesn't want to be a part of this, whatever. And I think Alex got her free from the pole, and she was mortified, but so weak, couldn't do anything. Yeah. And they drug her so far into the woods away from that mess. And then they started, I think Damien put himself in human form, and he carried her while the wolves stayed in wolf form, and they walked, and he never, ever once stopped. Yeah. For I think it was a few days.
Yeah, like 3 days.
Yeah, and it was insane. Like never stopped walking, never stopped for a break. And they kept trying to get him to like stop, take a break, and he's like, no, I gotta get home. I gotta get home. Gotta get home. Gotta get home. I gotta take care of Anya. Gotta take care of her. And she just was passed out. Made it home, gave her the blood transfusions, like whatever. Like fucked up. Like they wiped out Owen and his crew, his pack. It was crazy. Like it was a good battle. I mean, that was the really intense part of the book, is when she was gone, and are they gonna find her? Yeah. How long is this gonna take? How much more damage is gonna happen? Yeah. Like
God, like
Jesus Christ, like how much more shit can happen to you? It was fucked up.
Crazy, yeah.
Yeah, it was crazy. But it ended not much longer after that. And it was an HEA, but it took a while to get there. It took a while to get there.
There was some interesting turn of events, though, because there was something going on with Freya, but you didn't know what, and that was kind of a surprise.
Freya.
The fact that Owen came back and kidnapped her and was torturing her, and what he was even doing to her, that was a surprise. Yeah,
I did not see that coming. Yeah. I thought the story was well done. Yeah. It was entertaining.
Yep, kept you right in the story the whole time.
Literally. No sex until the last 10 pages of the book. Legit.
I felt like for me though, it was fine because I was so.
I didn't need the sex. I'm just saying, if that's what you're looking for, you're not going to get it. Yeah. But there is that
other stuff going on. Yeah.
So much other stuff in the story that was so worth it that was not even. I didn't even care that they didn't. Yeah. But yeah, as far as the intimacy between them, that didn't occur until literally then.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, and the one thing you and I had talked about too, because you had read this book before I got to it, because I was like, this is shift, they're wolves, right? And you're like, I don't know, they just call them beasts.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, interesting. And yeah, through the whole book, they call themselves beasts, and everyone on the outside world calls them beasts. So they shift from human form to a beast form, but the way it's described, it's almost like a wolf. They're on all fours. They run.
But I don't know that I'd say wolf. Yeah.
But they're not. Yeah. They're clearly not wolves.
Yeah.
It's just their own creature.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
So, because there's the book cover doesn't have an image of them, and I don't recall anywhere in the chapters having any drawing of what the beast looks like. But I think they have snouts, they have ears and stuff, but I don't think it's like wolf.
Yeah, wolf. I don't either. I didn't get that impression.
I didn't either. It was interesting.
Yeah.
First time I've ever read something like that. That was kind of...
Yeah.
That was kind of cool, I guess.
I will say, like, as far as reading this book goes, I would say it was a good read, yeah.
Yeah, so did Damien feel like a true dark MMC or just emotionally unavailable and making bad decisions?
That one. Emotionally unavailable and making very bad decisions. Yeah.
Did you ever
Idiot.
Did you ever actually like him or just tolerate him until later?
Tolerate him until later.
Yeah, I see. I'm with you on that too.
No. And even in the end when he became a simp, because let me just tell you, he really did. At the end, like when he was trying to show that he was devoted to her, became a simp. But I was just like, dude, I don't know. Like, you were such a douche canoe. It's hard. It's hard.
Oh, that's
like, funny. Are you redeemable? Yes, but I'm having a hard time with it. I'm having a hard time with
it. So, did the relationship feel earned or just eventually accepted?
That's a hard one.
Yeah.
I don't know how I would answer that one. Because do I think she earned it? Yes. Do I think he earned it? No.
I think he did on that rescue mission.
I guess you could say that part, yeah. But man.
But before, if she hadn't gotten kidnapped and then they just ended up together, I would have said no.
Yeah.
But what he had done and then
to save her,
carry her for 3 days without stopping. Yeah.
I guess that's true. I don't know.
But does
that earn all the penance he deserved though? I don't know. Like,
but I mean, it's not like he like abused her.
No, he was just such a douche canoe.
He just neglected.
Yeah.
But she could have also stepped up too and said, "Dude," or said something to Jenna and been like, "Dude, he is not. You said X, Y, and Z, not happening."
Yeah, but you'll learn, and maybe one thing we haven't touched on is that her ex-husband and the reason she was exiled.
Oh yeah,
was an absolute piece of shit, cheater,
that's
abuser,
all he did.
Like,
and it was her fault in the town's eyes because she couldn't keep him happy enough to keep him at home and in her bed.
Yeah. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, buddy.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the Vic, the town leader, actually kept track of every single
time he cheated.
Yeah, and it was a mark against her in the book. Yeah. Like there was literally this leather-bound book of every action that happened in their marriage. And this is not just her, it was every female.
Yeah.
Because heaven forbid the men make a mistake.
Yeah, exactly.
So the men never made the mistakes, it was the women.
Exactly.
So every time he was caught stepping out, it was a mark against her for that.
Yep.
And I'm like, and this happened all the time.
Yep.
All the time. And the one time I think she went to Vic in the early stages of their marriage to kind of be like, hey, look, this isn't working out, X, Y, and Z. That was a mark against her.
Yeah.
And then Vic told Henry about it, and Henry beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
Oh, and the other thing, she got pregnant 3 times by Henry, and they went to a predictor to find out if it was a boy or a girl, and each time the predictor told them it was a girl, he beat her so hard until she miscarried.
Yeah.
Because he refused to have a girl.
Yeah. This guy was... So when she ended up getting mated to this alpha hole, because that's what he was.
Yes.
And he didn't want anything to do with her, and he was going to leave her in a shack, she was A-okay with that.
Yeah.
She's like, this sounds like the perfect life. You leave me the fuck alone. Let me do what I got to do. We good.
And the only reason I say she should have communicated is because Jenna, when Jenna was first telling her about the beasts, she was telling her all of how protective they are and how mates are. And like, this is how they are. Like, this is it. Like, when they're mated, this is what they do. And he's your mate. She should have said, if that's true, then why is this not happening?
Yeah.
She should have just kind of at least got more information.
Yeah.
But she just literally just was
she
like,
didn't want it to happen. Yeah. I get that too.
but I know, and I'm just saying, like, your needs are not being met. Like, you were still in a fucking wheelchair.
Yeah, that part, yeah, like, needed to happen.
You needed some goddamn help.
Yes.
Get a little help somewhere, at least from your friend.
Yeah.
You didn't have to bitch to get help from him, but at least maybe arrange for you to get help from her or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you think the book used dark themes without actually committing to them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do too.
I wouldn't say it was dark, but there was some dark stuff happening.
I think it was done well.
Yes.
Kind of like they were shadows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They made it intriguing and kind of brought a different take on what was happening, a different side of everything, but never committed to go dark. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So with that being said, do you feel the tone was too soft for what she went through?
No.
Yeah, I don't either.
No. I think it was very well thought out and accurately described. Painfully accurately described. Yeah.
Yeah.
You felt all that with her.
Yeah. I think so too.
Yeah.
I think so too. Let's see. So we already said this was a slow burn, like slow burn. How slow is too slow for you on a slow burn?
I was okay with this.
Okay.
It's hard to say too slow. I mean, it's a little bit of a longer book. I don't remember exactly how many pages it was.
Either.
Yeah. Nothing like the 900.
Yeah, it was not that long.
A little bit of a longer, but it kept you intrigued all the way to the end. It kept you invested in their story all the way to the end. So I was okay with that. I don't think personally, after what she went through with her husband and then coming to this new land where she has a mate, that she could have adapted any quicker, because she was like, no, I can live alone and be fine the rest of my life. I never want another man. Men don't do anything good for you. Like, I could see that perspective from her. So I was okay with how slow it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't so slow that I lost interest in it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because there have been some like that.
Yeah, I agree. And I didn't lose interest either. Anytime where it started to kind of like get to that point, something would happen to bring it right back up.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought it was done well.
Those two, and I can see why at the end why they didn't, but there were those two were idiots and couldn't communicate to save their goddamn life. So that was a little frustrating with those two, but yeah.
Yeah. So let's talk a little bit about their side characters, Jenna and Avia.
Okay.
How do you feel about them? Their dynamic?
I mean, yeah, but I feel like, and again, she wasn't really in a trusting mood to trust anyone, but if she was going to trust anyone and start asking some questions, I think it should have been Jenna. Like, Jenna actually came from her land, got sentenced to death like she did. Like, you guys have a little bit of a bond going on here. You know, like, get some more information out of her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Use your resources.
You know who I really hated through the whole book and never warmed up to was Olivia.
Yeah, I agree with you, actually. 100%. Because you didn't know what the heck was going on with her first. Well, like, is she another one of Damien's, like, what? Fuck buddies? Like, what is she? And then there was some weird shit.
At first, I wasn't sure. I didn't realize she was human. And then realized she was. Okay, she's a human. She's Damien's assistant. And then Damien used her to get under Anya's skin for a minute in the office.
Yeah. Like tried to make a play at her to see if Anya would react. Yeah. And
Olivia, like, went with it, and I was like...
She's like, I don't... Because,
I'm like, that is not fucking okay on your part, knowing full goddamn well that Anya is his mate.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you?
And he's doing this because, for him, if that was happening with Anya, like, his mating bond would go crazy, but Anya doesn't have that mating bond.
Exactly.
And she's like, I give two shits who you fuck.
She's like, okay, go ahead and finish, and when you're done, let me know, because I
got shit to do,
I wanted to talk to you about something when you're done, so just buzz me when you're done.
But yeah, Olivia's just sitting there.
Yeah, sitting on his dad's little legs spread, letting him touch her and kiss on her, and I'm like, what?
Yeah.
No.
And then to go and find out that she's in love with his brother and trying to mate with his brother, and I'm like, what? Why would you even let him do that? Then you should have slapped his ass.
And Olivia was kind of like a little bit mean to Anya because she was threatened by Anya.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, no.
Nope. Didn't love her.
Even though at the end she, redeemed herself or whatever, I still never really warmed up to
100% agree.
Olivia.
100%.
I did wish there was some more depth on the pack dynamic.
Okay.
I don't know if there was any more room in the book for it, but but it would have been nice. I know we had like side pieces of like Alex and then Jenna and Avia and those little like here and there, and then like when he had his when they had their annual hunt, and he had that little meeting, whatever, and then when he's out in the field doing his like fighting thing or whatever. But let's talk a little bit about how the whole pack dynamic works. Because then, when he was doing that whole spiel to everyone about canceling the annual hunt, then he had a couple of the elders, like, you're going to be great. And a few of them going, you're done for. Like, what is happening? Who are you, elders? Like,
they didn't go into depth at all.
Yeah, just maybe a little bit more of the pack dynamic depth would have been good. But overall, there was a strong foundation in the concept of the book. So I enjoyed that. I think that's really all I had.
Okay.
Anything else that you want to add before we go to our games?
No, I think it was a solid read.
Yeah, I do too.
There's a lot going on. It's a little bit longer of a book, and we're saying not 900 pages, but I want to say it was in the 5s, right?
Yeah, I want to say it's close. So
yeah.
It felt
but it was
a solid.
Keeps you engaged the whole way through. Yeah.
Yeah. So but real quick, do you feel like this book was, considering we just did 2 episodes on the Legacy of Gods, did this feel almost too tame after what we just
Okay. If you have figured out my reading style, which I do say every once in a while, when I get in a few darks, usually I'll go to a light because I've got I've got to come back down. I've got to like cleanse my soul a little bit. And so this for me, perfect timing. It wasn't super dark. I felt like the story made sense to where the gods, you know how I felt about the gods, like half of them, besides really one book, make no sense to me, and I hated everyone. And then I liked just about everyone in this one. So yeah, I needed to kind of come down and switch mind frames for this book. And I was good with that. I needed
What's funny about how the book went is it like started out feral and then was like, never mind. And then it went feral again.
Did do that a little bit.
And then I was like, never mind.
Yeah, I did do that a little bit, yeah.
So
I was okay with that.
That's why you kind of had the highs and the lows through the book without it being too crazy, right?
Agreed.
Yeah. That's funny. So would you recommend this to dark romance readers or fantasy romance readers?
I would say more fantasy. I didn't think it was super dark.
Yeah, it just had the shadows of darkness to it. Especially with like the torture scene, but overall I think this was more on the fantasy side as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's do this.
Okay.
Let's do our games. All right. First game. I think it might be the only game.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do 2 games. Game number 1. Claim, save, or sacrifice.
Okay.
Okay? Concept. You're thrown into the woods. No rules. No safety. Just survival. For each group, you must choose. You're going to claim, which means you're bound to them, ally, mate, or stuck with them.
Okay.
You're going to save. You protect them at all costs.
Okay.
Or sacrifice. They don't make it.
Okay.
Okay?
Got it.
So for each round, we're going to assign 1 character to claim, 1 to save, and 1 to sacrifice.
Okay.
Round 1. Damien, Alex, and Henry.
Oh, yeah, easy.
Okay.
Claim Damien, save Alex, sacrifice Henry.
Hell yeah, I did the same exact thing.
See ya, Henry. Yeah.
Adios, Henry.
Yeah.
Okay, round 2. Jenna, Avia, and Olivia.
Okay. I'm going to claim Avia.
Okay.
Because she's a healer and she's part of the pack. I'm going to only save Jenna because she kind of pissed me off a little bit. Like, she wasn't super, like, hey, checking on your girl a little bit. Like, this is supposed to be, she got thrown into tonight. You got to remember what that felt like for you. Like, check on your girl a little bit. See that she's having some issues. And yeah, Olivia, she got to go.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I'm claiming Jenna, saving Avia, and sacrificing Olivia.
Yeah, I'm telling you, Jenna kind of made me mad because she just played ignorance. But you should have been doing more for her, I think.
She did.
Yeah.
And I struggled between the Jenna and Avia only because Avia also had no real compassion to Anya.
I don't need her in my pack for compassion. I need her to get her job done, which is to be a healer. Yeah.
Okay, round 3.
Okay.
Damien, Alpha Owen, and Vic.
Ah, fuck.
I know, right?
Well, I'm claiming Damien.
Yeah, agreed.
Oh, why would I want to? I mean, Vic and Owen both deserve to be sacrificed. You got to save one of them?
Yep.
All right, I'm going to save Vic just so I can torture him.
God, you're on the same page as me. I said to play with my food.
Yeah, like you don't want to do that with Owen because he's a beast and he might escape and turn it on you.
Yeah,
but you can do that with Vic.
Sacrifice Alpha Owen.
Yeah.
He was a humongous piece of shit.
Yes.
Yeah,
but you can keep Vic alive and torture him. Make him wish he was dead. Several times over.
All right, now that we've made some very questionable survival choices, let's move on to game 2.
Okay.
Survive the woods.
Dun, dun, dun.
Concept. You're running through the woods like Anya. Who helps you survive and who absolutely gets you killed?
Okay.
We're going to assign each character either one that keeps you alive, your best survival asset,
okay,
your liability, questionable, might mess things up,
okay,
and you're dead because of them.
Okay.
Immediate downfall.
Got it.
Okay.
Got it.
Characters: Damien, Alex, Jenna, Avia, Henry, and Alpha Owen.
Okay.
Damien.
Keeps you alive.
Okay, I said he was a liability.
Okay.
Okay, Alex.
He's a liability. He's a little emotional in this book.
I said he keeps you alive.
Okay.
Okay, Jenna.
Liability.
I said keeps you alive.
Okay.
Avia.
Keeps you alive. I liked her. I liked that she was kind of no nonsense.
No, I said you're dead because of her. Henry.
Oh, yeah, you're a goner because of
Dead.
him. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Alpha Owen.
Oh, you're a goner. Yeah.
I said liability. Yeah, it's questionable. He might mess things up. Depends on what pack you're in.
He's like the worst in this book.
So
You're going to keep him. Yeah, what?
the real question
Oh my
is,
God.
are the beasts the danger or the humans? See you next time.